this is a nice bathroom. I wish these would stay more like this instead of being ripped out of most homes.
Hey everyone, I am Steven with Steven Photos. I'm here to help agents win more listings, editors edit better photos, and photographers take better pictures. How am I going to do it? Let's go Zillow fishing.
Today we're going over houses starting at $1 million with no actual end in sight. We're going to see good and the bad of high-end real estate editing, photography, and all of those. So let's apply and random select. Where do we want to go today? Of course, we could always go to California because everything is $1 million and they have all of the cameras, so there should be a never-ending supply of good photography here, right? First, we're going to make sure that we're only on houses, and then we're going to see that none of that makes sense because Fresno, California, $6 million. Land, 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 land. Oh, look, a house. Okay. 1.1 million. Big click. All right. So we have a day to night edit. Nothing wrong with the edit. I can tell that this sky is not real just because of the way the leaves look and how they're not fully correct. By correct, I mean the transparency is a little bit different and off, but this is a great sky swap. The editor did not do anything wrong. So going to this next picture looks pretty good. I mean, nothing to say about it. Going inside, we can tell this definitely is professional photos. We've got verticals that are nice and clean. The editor is keeping most of the yellow cast there, and the tones are correct, so that looks good. I mean, this is very good. You could tell this is a very dark room, and they did what they could to make it look its best. Same thing here. You could tell this is like a darker side just by the way they've pulled the lighting out. You can tell this is a really bright spot over here by the way like the roof and the reflections coming off, of course, brighter. And then this is more lit by these lights. So you can tell this is a darker area, but they've relit it real nice. The colors are great here. You could tell that this house is going to have some orange light when you walk into it. And I like that you can expect that. They've done very well in this darker room. Yeah, looks great. I have nothing to say about this one. As per expected. Ooh, this is a nice bathroom. I wish these would stay more like this instead of being ripped out of most homes. Let's go to a different part because this is all farmland. Let's get out of California. Let's go to the middle, Denver, Colorado. Random clicks, land. 2.3 million with a Zillow 3D tour. So first off, they are doing good as an agent, trying to sell more of this house than other agents and winning the listing. Clicking in, going big. Everything is the correct size. RE Colorado got their little logo down there. Our board frowns on this, so we can't do that. And I probably wouldn't even if we did. Word of mouth is the best. So this is great use of a drone. So you have get somewhere in this little spot, that's this land that shows all that, and you're going from wide to tight. I love this. So shows the whole area, lots of trees, walking paths. This is a daytime shot, which this is not a day for night. This is actually twilight. The sky is not real, but this is real. And then hopefully they were there this whole day and they didn't have to come back. But nice shot showing, I mean, there's a house back here that they're hiding, but that's fine. Nice shot showing that you're kind of isolated on your own hill. This is great. And then a close-up shot of the front of the house using the drone so you're not standing way down here looking up like it's a monolith. So that's really good. Entryway, you could tell, is just right through the front doors. This is a great presentation of how you're entering the house. So far, my favorite house that has have everything in order in that aspect. Little bit of coloring issue. They kept the orange lights, but right here on the desk, they messed up and made it black and white. Same thing with a couple of things in here. Let's go to the next one. Standard 3-shot, send it to an editor. We're going to see at least the editor keeps a little bit of the color in there, and they're not fully turning this house black and white. I like to see that. We'll see if we can catch any reflections. So as a photographer, let's take a look at something real fast. Where was that image? Right here. As a photographer, there's a little bit of blooming going on here. If you've ever wondered how to correct that, just do more brackets. Do more brackets, and you could also bring a small flash with you. And the flash will get rid of all that and make this real nice and crisp. An example of that I could show real fast would be in this photo. This was a really bright window coming off, but I used flash, so it brings out all of the crispness in these colors. Just something to look out for. Same thing with this photo. Very bright windows. We weren't doing sky pulls or anything, but this is flash lighting all of this up. Otherwise, it would have been a dark room. Same thing here, but you could tell how this is different from the example that I just showed. The difference is just more in color and correction for crispness. So once again, crisp, nice, you could tell all the colors, and then kind of blown out. Hopefully that translates. And that would be for every room and everything, but nothing bad to say. I mean, 3 photos, edited, editor didn't go crazy with color, so great presentation of a house. Let's go to the Zillow tour, see what kind of camera they used. And they did more twilights. This is a great listing. All of this shows off real well. I don't know where their 3D tour is. Normally it's at the end. It said 3D tour, didn't it? It is not popping up. Okay, so that's strange that it says 3D tour, but the tour doesn't exist. Zillow is finicky. $19 million. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about with shooting down, looking up. This particular thing, it looks okay, but if this was on a drone, this would have looked even better. Bugatti Veyron in the front. Probably doesn't come with it, of course, but it's a nice eye catcher, selling point. So let's take a look at this real quick. Once again, we're switching from a horizontal to vertical, but there's no reason because you just saw the horizontal and it should or could have shown the exact same thing. Now, maybe they're showing off the door because this is inside versus outside. But once again, vertical. This looks great. Looks like it's the exact same photographer that was just showing the other listing. 3 pictures sent off to an editor. Editor keeps the colors so it looks good. Nothing too crazy on the color cast. Nothing too crazy on anything else. Just like to point out that we went horizontal, 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 vertical for some reason, even though you could tell and see the top. This looks like a metal safe room. This brings up a good point. These are very difficult to shoot because the lighting is meant to be dark. So it's hard to get anything correct out of these. And so I commend them for looking at least a little bit decent. So we do have some coloring issues in this room. And this makes me question on if the photographer actually does not have an editor because they just didn't know how to correct for this, and an editor would have been able to correct for that. So now, looking back at all of these, I'm rethinking this whole situation, and they're actually just throwing this into a program to edit for them, like Imagine or some type of HDR software. Taking 3 brackets, throwing it in, and just letting the output go. Because that is, some of the coloring would happen. Now, here's a good example of why you should have fans turned off. Blurry fans. Maybe they couldn't find the switch. I don't know. Nightmare. All right. Cool house. 20 million, basically. So it should be a really cool house. Let's try and find, let's go to a whole different area. Coming out of Colorado. Going into, okay, so Here, we'll have something to say about this. 2.4 million, and right off the bat, if there was Aurora Borealis here, this would make sense as a front photo, but so far there's a dog in the picture. Okay, we're going to talk about agents, photographers, and editors like normal. First of all, as an agent, you should not allow this as your front photo. Now, I understand what you're trying to do, and it's noteworthy, but we should have something like this as your front photo because it's showing off good conditions, a nice bright house. Now, it does have some stuff on the roof, but this is presentable. This is good. The photo that is presented says that this is Alaska and the sun never sets here, or the sun is always set here. And it's very dark and gloomy all the time. And that's not correct. You shouldn't, because it's not. We're not in Alaska. So that is an agent choice that shouldn't be. Now, if you wanted to add a couple of these snow shots, looks great. Drone. So here's another bothersome thing. This is truly a snapshot in a hurry. No vertical things, showing more of over here than the actual house. Unless they're trying to hide something over here, there's no reason to, like, it makes me want to look left. I want to look to the left here. And then dog does not come with the house, so shouldn't have that. I know they're just trying to show this giant walkway here. Dog and car doesn't come with the house. Does it come with this stuff? Does it come with that? Does it come with that? Why are we showing it? Just showing off things. This is just a $2.5 million, couldn't be bothered to hire a professional photographer situation. I'm just going to go and take some pictures with my cell phone. Let's see how long it's been on market, because I guarantee, 8 days. I was wrong. It hasn't been on market for very long. But, Jared, you need to go hire a professional photographer. I know that there may not be anyone close in your area, but you could definitely hire someone. $2.4 million. You're making $60,000 on that, plus $75,000. You can hire somebody for $1,500 to come and take amazing photos. Custom timber framed home. First of all, wow, look at that sky. I don't know who this person is, but good job. I mean, bad job, but good job. You know what I mean, because this is what the sky looked like. This is just moving over to the left, same photo. It's not misrepresentation, but this is your opening shot. Forget the whole dramatic sky. They can't buy the sky. This is your shot. I want this. Everyone wants this. House in a valley. Looks amazing. Oh, yeah. This is good. So we got our wide. Let's go in tight. Let's see if they do. Oh, yeah. Going in tight. And then, boom. Yes. Okay. We have a good agent, photographer, and editor here. Once again, it's just a 3 bracket. I don't know why this floor is blurry though. So that's a little confusing. Yep. So we have professional window pools, which means they have an editor. Everything is not, wait a minute. What is happening here? Did they take the, so without an explanation, you have to explain to people what is happening. And I am very confused. So this is either 2 different days coming back in the exact same spot, or they took something down. So here's why you shouldn't do this. You should post the photo that is most current and people are going to come and see. Because when you show up expecting one thing and then you get something else, you immediately, you're out. I'm out. Like, you're getting catfished basically. So if you were showing up and you were like, oh man, I love the mirrors in the back there, and then you showed up and it was like this, that's disappointing. Wouldn't like it. So you need to clarify which one of these is the actual house. Which one is correct? Otherwise, let's click through these amazing images of this house. Nothing's jumping out. Everything looks great. Perspectives are good. Has a safe room. Even pictures are good in the safe room. Theater room looks light and airy, so that's even good. This is a good editor. I like this editor. Not doing any kind of crazy color cast situation. So, man, This is an awesome house. I wish I had $8.5 million to be able to buy that house. Let's jump around again. One more. We'll do one more. We'll go to Mississippi. Let's go to the coast. Coast of the Mississippi. 5.5 land. Says in-ground pool. All right. So first, if you put this as your opening image, I understand that you're trying to show where the coast is compared to the house. It may line up there, but whenever I see this, it makes me think house doesn't look very good, and I'm just going to show you a whole bunch of drone, or it's underwhelming maybe, but look at all this land you're getting. That's the only thing I think about. And second, okay, so let's talk misrepresentation. So we have a big time misrepresentation issue on this house, and I'm not calling them out. So here's how you get by this. So I clicked on this image and I was not paying attention to anything, just like every consumer would be doing. And they would think like, oh, okay, this whole thing is manicured lawns and everything is great. Very next image, horrible. Bad lawns, tore up, dirt. Now, they did something correct here. They showed what's been edited by using stars. But unless you understand that's what they're showing, and then they kept the stars. Maybe they're just showing where the land is. This would be much better if you just had a simple outline showing just a simple outline. That's all you need. Stars are confusing. Get away from the stars. Lots and lots of, all right. And we can tell it's a sky swap. I'm okay with the sky swap. Don't want gloomy skies coming in. We have heavily edited black and white house. Okay, so when I see an image like this, here's my first thought. 90s selective color images of like flowers, and I made an example. So 90s images that looked like this, where the whole image is in black and white, and then you colored in one color. You've seen it with like little kids holding a flower, and the flower is in color, but everything else is in black and white. Or the field of flowers is black and white, but one flower stands out as a color, because that's what they did here. This is an orange house. This house is very orange. And how can I tell? Because all of these bulbs are orange bulbs. These may be white balanced, correct. But pay attention to this kitchen. These chairs, all of this stuff. Now let's go to the actual kitchen itself. Brown chairs. These chairs are brown. These lights are orange. That's what I was saying. White balanced. This is correct. These are daylight balanced. These are Edison bulbs or something. Edison bulb. Brown chairs. Now, this is a very gray kitchen. I must admit that. I mean, that's jumping out at me as a gray kitchen, but let's turn the other way. Well, we don't even get to turn the other way. So they edited the rest of it correct. Even this. So everything is black and white, and then these brass pops. This is more orange than it is. This is how it should look. Right here. This is it. This color. This is the color of the house. So they've misrepresented in two different ways. This is the color. Why? What is going on? They only did it for parts of the house. It's like they had two different editors. I can tell it's an editor because these are professional window pulls. No normal person knows how to do those. That's an editor. Looking good. And so here's another thing. Whenever the lawn is edited in the drone shots, now we have to question, is any of this lawn real or not? And that's why you have to question that stuff. This is real because you could tell that it's not great. But why did they do it in the drone shot? All right. That's it for the day. Don't misrepresent your properties. But if you do, at least put it in so they know. This actually isn't. This is not misrepresentation. They included the correct photo and showed what it was like in real life. It's not misrepresentation. They're showing you the real thing. But as the front photo, this should not be there. That's all I'm saying. On the next episode, we're going to go to this house, probably taken by the same editor. So if you or anyone you know wants me to review their photos, please just comment down below and comment if I'm wrong. maybe it's your photo and you want to correct me on something. Either way, let me know your thoughts. I am Steven Photos. Have a great day.
Did I miss something? Put it in the comments below. Let me know.